If you're studying for the New York real estate exam, co-op versus condo ownership is one of the most tested topics, and it's the one most people get wrong. In a New York condo, the buyer gets a deed. Simple. In a co-op, there's no deed. The buyer receives shares in a corporation and a proprietary lease. That single difference changes everything the exam asks about. 3 things the exam tests on this distinction. Number 1, financing. A co-op purchase cannot be financed the same way as a condo. Because the buyer doesn't own real property, they can't get a traditional mortgage. They get a share loan instead. The exam will give you a scenario and ask what type of financing applies. If it's a co-op, the answer is never a conventional mortgage. Number 2, board approval. Co-op boards in New York can reject buyers. They have broad discretion over who gets approved. Condo boards typically do not have this power. The exam loves to test whether you know which type of ownership gives the board rejection authority. Number 3, subletting. Co-ops almost always restrict subletting. Some ban it entirely. Condos are generally more flexible. If you see an exam question about a board denying a tenant's right to sublet, the answer is probably a co-op, not a condo. Here's my tip. When the exam gives you a scenario about ownership in New York, look for the words shares and proprietary lease. If those words appear, it's a co-op, and every answer should follow co-op rules. If you see deed or unit, it's a condo. I grew up in New York, and co-ops are everywhere there. But the exam doesn't care about your experience with them. It tests the legal rules. Know the statute, not the stories. At the Real Estate License Professor, we cover the specific New York rules that show up on your state exam, so when you sit down on test day, you're ready.